Well, welcome to Aveley TV, and of course on the phone with the big announcement we've all been waiting for. He's of course the unbeaten manager, so we say, Craig Johnson. So Craig, good night for you tonight.
Yeah, very good night. I'm down in sunny Shoreham watching Shoreham versus Ashford. So had quite a good evening and a relaxing evening for a change for me from the last 7 days. Delighted to have done our business and all ready to announce what is eagerly awaited as the appointment for Aveley, and happy times moving forward, hopefully.
Okay, so let's get to it then. But I still don't know, and I know other people still don't know that's out there. That but by the time this interview goes out, probably will. But it's one of those things where I know a lot of people during the day, anyway, at least, have said, like, I think if, as I said to you earlier on, if Twitter was a bookmakers, I think James Webster at Brighton-in-Sea would probably be the favourite, closely followed by the likes of Craig Johnston. Craig at Kingstonian, and then of course I've heard Danny Chapman's name being mentioned, and I've heard a few others being mentioned down the line. But I went for my own one, and you're going to tell me whether I've managed to get it right or not.
Yeah, first off, I'd just say that it's been overwhelming to see the amount of applications that I've received. Even I've had 2 this evening since I've been watching this game, and which has taken the total to 73 applications. And I would say that, the calibre of them has been quite astounding to me, really. It has blown us away. Very, very difficult decision with a lot of good guys coming in. And we finally come to the agreement of the board, and we have tonight appointed James Webster as our new manager.
Wow, that's the way I would look at that, because that is an amazing appointment. I mean, that has it certainly made me go cold, or put it that way, because I think I know James very well, and he's not let on to me one single bit, I must admit, all the time. And I mean, James is a sensational guy, a great manager, but he's been with Brighton-in-Sea for a long time, so to be able to pick up somebody as a quality manager in what James is, he's absolutely amazing for the club.
James has been at Brighton-in-Sea, for those that don't know, for 7 seasons, and he's took them from practically park football, to be fair. He's took them right through the ranks, and what appealed to us was that, as I've said before, all along, he's the brand of football, and Brighton-in-Sea were a breath of fresh air last year in Ryman North when they took it by storm. And to have a guy of that calibre apply for the role and show an interest in their club is, as you said, he's fantastic, and it can only be exciting times. It's with the ground and everything, that set people's appetites, whet speakers' appetites, and certainly outside of Aveley Football Club, it's whet appetites where you see the calibre of people that have applied. And we are absolutely thrilled to be in a position to bring James on board. James will bring Chris Smith, his assistant manager, with him, and he will meet the players on Thursday at training, and he will take immediate control of team affairs. Sadly, I've got to step down, but with it, I can pump my chest out and say that I was unbeaten this season anyway. So delighted.
I must admit, I'm sitting here now absolutely buzzing, because that, for me, I mean, I've known James for quite a bit of time, and Brighton-in-Sea, have always been probably one of my favourite sides, with the likes of Terry up there, and James and their ultras up there as well, and a fantastic club as well. So,
and it must have been, I must admit, having spent myself in my early days as a manager, 5 seasons at Witton. So, it must be James, to be at a club 7 years and do what he's done. He obviously, it's certainly, we've got something that he wants to be part of, and that's fantastic.
I mean, for him himself, it must have been a massive, a massive decision for him, I would have thought as well. To, you've been at a club for as long as you have, and almost sort of got the indoor slippers on, almost, shall we say? Where he is, and it's that is a big jump for him as well.
Yeah.
I mean, I mean, of course, I suppose the funniest thing about the whole lot of all of that, I would assume, would be the fact that, of course, there's an Essex Cup game coming up at the beginning of November against a certain Brightlingsea.
Amazing how these sort of things turn out as well, isn't it? Like, it's sort of fate, isn't it, as they say? But I'm sure that there's a lot of games between now and then that James will want to get his teeth into and crack on with before he's got a small cup tie, we say, against his old side. Yeah.
So I suppose, I mean, what sort of attributes, I mean, did the board look at, when they were sort of applying? I know you said you had a lot of people apply. I know you said you had people apply from the division above and so forth. But I mean, what attributes did the board look at, yourself and the rest of the board look at, and actually sort of look at it and go, James is the man for us? I mean, what do you feel is his attributes that that got him the job?
Well, I think the fact that there's several things. His age, he's young, he's inspiring, he's been successful all the way through since he started. But above all, as I spoke about before, we were disappointed. The reason that Terry's no longer the manager and is because not only results, which weren't the best, but was the brand of football that we were playing with Parkside, how it's ripped the local people. So we was looking to see if we could bring something in, and James fitted the bill absolutely perfectly. It couldn't be a better fit, and let's just hope that James can take us forward like he's taken Braintree, like he's taken Brightlingsea forward so far.
I mean, Craig, it's for me. I mean, it's an amazing news, and hopefully, as I say, we'll get to see him have a chat with James on Thursday night for Aveley TV as well. But for me, I mean, how excited are you about the new reign with James?
Very, very excited. I couldn't be happier along with the chairman and the rest of the board. We are very, very happy with it, and consider it to be the best result that we've had since we've moved to Parkside, without any shadow of a doubt. Yeah.
And you say he was actually at the game, the trophy game the other night as well?
I didn't see him there. I did see quite a few managers there, I must admit, and a few managers did contact me, whether he was incognito. I was concentrating, Dave, on doing my job. Yeah. Somebody actually said that that it literally was that the new manager was actually there. So it was and it has been dropped. It literally is on the wire now. It's just so James has put that out, and I dare say you know the statement that has been put on the actual website, but just in case for people that don't, it says Aveley Football Club are delighted to announce the new manager. Aveley Football Club are delighted to announce the appointment of James Webster as our new first team manager. James joins us from Brightlingsea region, where he successfully achieved 4 promotions in 7 seasons, including winning the Ryman North last season by 14 points. With the move to Parkside, the board were looking for a young and inspiring manager, which we feel we have found in James. Joining James is his current assistant manager, as you said, Chris Smith, who has a wealth of knowledge at this level of the game. We'd like to wish James and his team a long and successful relationship with the club. The club wishes to thank all the candidates that have applied for the role. We are overwhelmed with the response shown. So, do you think that will send a few shockwaves through the Bostik League, Craig? I don't really care, to be honest. At the end of the day, from our point of view, we're pleased. Everybody's got their own clubs to run. I think there might be one or two that are a little bit surprised by it, maybe because of the fact of how long James had been at Brightlingsea, and that's the only reason it might send a few through. But we just keep our head down as we do, keep out the limelight and get on and do what we do best, which is trying to run a football club.
Absolutely. Craig, I know you're busy there tonight. Fantastic news. I'm actually over the moon for yourself, for the committee, and of course for James as well. And absolutely buzzing knowing that a good friend of mine, I'll be able to go and see him at the weekend. So that's fantastic as well. So and see him on Thursday as well. So congratulations to you on a fantastic appointment for the club. And as you've said yourself, I think this is going to shoot Aveley up and forward, shall we say, for a long time.
Let's hope so.
Yep.
Let's hope so.
Magic, Craig. Thanks very much, mate, and I'll see you Thursday night.
Thank you very much.
Thanks,
Cheers, David.
See you,
Bye-bye.
Bye bye.